I'm gone. When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand out, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Steps away. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Check. 70 Ranger.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Man open left side is Brown. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, it's Tua. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To try again after the sack. Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They run again with Hunt. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Here we go.
Now Tua. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Smith. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Go, Reed, go!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Warriors 17.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
18, Pioneer!
Out of the gun, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 30 on second down, Tua. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Hey, pass! Come 19! Come 19!
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Now Cook running right. shifts by him. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Robinson up the middle. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinals.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Sione Takitaki from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
7 Pirates.
Now Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Let's go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. For their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. Ready.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Throwing now is Geno. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 35 on 2nd down, Smith got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Geno now to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Come on, set.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Taken in at the 22. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A solid stiff arm. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From just shy of midfield, Smith over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off of play action, here's Smith. That is taken in by Hurst. Touchdown, Washington. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past. About the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Thurston takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Let's just take it around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Go,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check contact, check contact.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
19 tight, 19 tight.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll try the air now with Smith. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Come on.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big Lion.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready.
To throw is Smith. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. .35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Thurston. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Thurston. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Up the middle they go. Thurston. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, here's Perine. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Thurston. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Thurston. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 42. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Thurston, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Thompson, desperation time, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
They absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort?
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Right, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of spoken. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause
yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cuba.